What's going on, everybody? So I'm headed back to Florida. I am leaving Tennessee. I got some great footage. I'll post it on my channel probably next week. It's probably going to be a longer video, but I got some really nice video of Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, a lot of cool stuff. So the Great Smoky Mountains was an awesome experience. Do it about every year or so, that was really cool. But in this video, I want to talk about the Florida versus Texas A&M game. Florida entering week 10 at 4-4, and they are visiting the Texas A&M Aggies. They are 3-5, and Texas A&M is actually favored by 3 points, which they're the home team. Usually the home team's favored by 3 or 4 points. Florida's going to be entering this Saturday minus a couple of players. Of course, Brenton Cox was dismissed earlier this week. Keon Zipper is already ruled out of the game. And Justin Shorter is questionable. So there's a lot of injuries, I guess, to keep track of heading into Saturday. Florida, it's been a crazy week for Florida right now. You've had, AP people talking about how they're going to be longer there than Billy Napier. Kamari Wilson was talking about how he cleaned out his locker room. Then the report said that was not true. But then he scrubbed all his Florida Gator content off his Instagram. It's been a weird week. Brenton Cox dismissed earlier in the week. It's been a hectic week for the Florida Gators. And but you know what? If Florida can go into Texas A&M and get a big win, that would be huge for the program, be huge for Billy Napier, because I think Billy Napier has kind of put his stamp on the Florida Gators, especially this week. Just getting rid of Brenton Cox, who is, I guess you could say was one of the leaders on the defensive side. But, to go ahead and dismiss him because, hey, it was probably multiple occurrences, and Billy Napier just had enough of it. And he said he don't care if you're a redshirt senior, if you're a leader, if you're a captain, whatever. Your ass is going to be gone if you ain't getting down with what the Florida Gators are doing right now. So I commend Billy Napier, what he did. I like it. So but going into Texas A&M, this is a must-win for the Florida Gators. You can't fall behind 4-5. You are 1-4 in SEC play. It is not great right now for the Florida Gators. And I think this team, knowing what happened this week, I think they're going to come in and I think they're going to run the ball very well. I think that's what they're going to. One of the main things what they need to do against Texas A&M, take advantage of what Texas A&M's got right now, because they're kind of a dumpster fire right now. 3-5. They've had back-to-back really good recruiting classes, and just not great for that program right now. So Florida needs to go ahead and put that nail in the coffin on them and send them down to 3-6, which, oh man, that whole program will be in shambles. So they're needing a big win. Florida's needing to win. I think this is a must-win for both teams. Florida is a 3-point underdog, but I think Florida goes into Texas A&M, goes into the 12th man, gets a victory. I think it's going to be a close victory. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I know Texas A&M is not a team that's going to score a bunch of points, but Florida Gators defense, you can score on them guys. You can do a lot on that defense. Now that defense showed up against Georgia last week. It got 3 turnovers against the Georgia Bulldogs and Stetson Bennett. So they played probably one of their better games this season. So, but I really think Florida's going to go into the 12th man, get a victory. I'm going to predict the score 24-17. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game, and the reason why I think that is because I believe Florida is going to run the ball. I think Etienne's going to get over 100. Montrell Johnson's probably going to be right at that 100. Anthony Richardson, I don't think they're going to ask him to throw a bunch, but Texas A&M, they've had their share of injuries as well. So like I said, there's been a lot of things going on with Texas A&M. I think Florida needs to take advantage of it. I think Florida, at least with all that's been going on this week, I think the players respect what Billy Napier did with the Brenton Cox situation. So I think the Florida Gators will go into the 12th man, get a victory, a hard-fought, tough victory. It's going to be, listen, both these teams are going to play their asses off because they don't want to, Texas A&M doesn't want to go 3-6. Florida doesn't want to go 4-5. Somebody's got to come out of Texas with a victory. I think the Florida Gators will go in and do it. So y'all let me know in the comments if y'all think the same. I just think it's going to be a tough. I think it's going to be a hard hitting game as well. I think both these teams are going to, especially defensively, I think you're going to see some huge hits. I think you're going to see a physical game. So let me know in the comments what you think. But I appreciate everyone watching this channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. I appreciate it. You all have a great one.